Hi, I'm Mary McGloin. Again, I am co-creator of Tech Buddies, and I play Cass, and I'm here with Stephen James Anthony, who plays Oliver. And I'll let you introduce yourself as well.
Sure, yeah. Hey guys, my name is Stephen James Anthony and I play Oliver.
Cool. So, first question is, what drew you to this project and this role?
Yeah, well, if I recall correctly, the casting notice said something about Office meets Silicon Valley or something like that. And I was like, heck yeah, sign me up for that. But yeah, I remember getting the sides and reading over the character and I was like, I definitely know guys like this, like really toolish guys like this who are quite enamored with the sound of their own voice and think they're, the next great thing. So I thought I might be able to bring something to it and that'd be a lot of fun to do. So yeah.
Oh, cool. What sort of person do you think would like this show? Like, who should watch this show?
Oh gosh. Well, funny enough, my wife is actually a woman in tech, so she's a prime candidate.
Okay.
One viewer built in, which is my wife. But aside from that, yeah, I mean, I think anyone who likes, kind of office comedies or situational comedies would dig it. Folks in the tech industry for sure will get all the in jokes and all the lingo. But yeah, I think people who are looking for a little levity, a little fun, will definitely enjoy the show.
Awesome.
Yeah.
What sort of person do you think would love or relate to your character, Oliver?
Oh gosh.
Would they recognize themselves?
Yeah, I was gonna say it might be kind of hard because I feel like the people like Oliver don't think they're like, it's kind of like hipsters. Like no one self-defines as a hipster that I know of anyway, They're like, oh, well, I'm not a hipster. It's always the other person. So yeah, I don't know if anyone would admit to themselves that they are, a similar person to Oliver, but I think a lot of us know Olivers, like I know Olivers in my life. So I think, people would perhaps find some humor in that.
Cool. So how is Oliver like you and how is he different from you?
Yeah, okay. I would like to think he's pretty different, but I'm probably more of a tool than
You're not a tool. You're very nice.
Yeah, no. I mean, I think we're both pretty confident. I think I'm a pretty confident person, and I know that Oliver is a very supremely confident in his own abilities. And to be fair, I make a lot of really bad jokes. Oliver makes a lot of really bad jokes. I'd like to think I'm a little more self-aware than Oliver is, and perhaps a little bit better with the ladies than Oliver is. But
all right. Well, what do you love about Oliver, and what do you hate or just dislike about him?
Oh yeah, I mean, while I've described him as a bit of a tool, I don't think he's a bad person.
Yeah.
He's definitely a guy who sees himself as the next great visionary in the tech industry, and is just ready to arrive on the scene. He's awaiting the red carpet. But I think he's a good person at heart. He's trying to create an amazing product, and really start this new company, get the whole band together, get everyone motivated, and become the next great thing in tech.
Cool. Speaking of, have you seen the documentary The Social Dilemma on Netflix?
No, I haven't. I'll have to check that out.
Check that out, and The Great Hack, which is also on there.
Okay, social.
That's a very tech industry and social media and how it affects the world. Coming from a noble place initially, but maybe not so noble.
Wow. Move fast, break things, right?
Yes. So, did you have a favorite moment in the show that you recall?
Oh man, I think my favorite moment to film was the Nerf. The Nerf war.
Yeah.
I've had many Nerf wars in my day, but it's been a while since I picked up a Nerf gun. And I think my mom sold all my Nerf guns, which I'm still mad about. But yeah, when we shot that scene, I remember there was particularly, we got that little button at the end of the scene with like the one stray bullet that fired across. And I remember cracking up quite a bit when we shot that. So that'd probably be my favorite scene to film. Yeah, and there were many scenes watching some of my, our cohorts and members of the ensemble, which were really fun to watch. I liked watching your scenes with the big boss, Tom's character. Those were particularly hilarious.
Cool. Well, I have to ask, did your leg heal?
It did, yeah. I going back and looking at some of the footage, I was like, oh yeah, that's right. My foot was broken. So yeah, I wasn't acting. For those of you watching here, I definitely broke my foot, and it was actually in a very Oliver way. It was a very a very toolish electric skateboarding accident. So yeah, that was pretty great to see.
Can you describe the accident? Exactly.
Oh yeah, I mean it was it was at my buddy's daughter's 1-year-old birthday party, so super rad.
Oh.
And I was trying out my buddy's electric skateboard for the first time, and I totally I turned it, or no, I was pulling it to stop using a little controller, and it bucked out really quick, and my foot went forward and rolled over the front of the board. So yeah, I definitely felt pretty old, busting my foot at a 1-year-old birthday party. But
were you a skateboarder before this?
I mean, I was a bit of a poser back in the day. I skateboarded a little bit around college, but I mean, no great shakes at skateboarding for sure, and definitely too rusty to be trying electric skateboards. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad it's healed, and it didn't really matter in this game. We worked it in.
We did. Well, hey, I just want to say again too, Mary was awesome, and I was actually worried that I was going to lose my part because of my broken foot, but Mary very kindly incorporated it into the script, and it ended up being a pretty nice little detail for Oliver. The fact that
it really wasn't a problem.
Yeah.
It kind of was funnier with your cast getting to write all of it. Thank you for letting us use it as a prop.
That was great. Yeah.
So, okay, I'm gonna pivot into questions like what people want to know is, how did you get into acting, or what made you want to be an actor?
I've been acting since I was a kid. I was kind of a child actor in the Twin Cities in Minnesota when I was a kid. I did shows around at the various regional theaters down there or over there. And I went to Syracuse, studied acting, studied in London for a bit, and it's basically the only thing that I'm remotely good at. I don't have any other, usable professional skills, so I thought I'd give it a go, and have been fortunate enough to kind of make a career out of it over the last 10 years in New York. So yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So if you had a magic wand and you could be in any show that's filming, or that will be filming again when we get back to production, is there one that you want to be in, or that you're trying to aim for? Or?
Actually, I think it does shoot in LA, but I just recently watched Perry Mason on HBO, and
wow,
yeah, very, very kind of dark, gritty, noir LA in the 30s. I was like, oh man, I'd love to be in a period piece like that.
Now I gotta watch this.
Yeah. It's grim, it's dark, but it's really good.
Cool.
Yeah.
So is there anything else you would like people to know? Something you want to share that you're doing, or
whatever? No. I mean, I'm in quarantine just like the rest of us. But no, the one thing I do want to share that that was my favorite part about Tech Buddies, I think, was arriving on set and getting into the building and seeing that every single person behind the camera was a woman. And after being on so many sets dominated by, white guys, it was a real pleasure to be on set with a bunch of badass professional women who were just doing every single thing, so there's some guys in front of the camera, but yeah, all women behind the camera. Pretty amazing. And
yeah. Well, thanks for remembering that and noticing that. I mean, I did make an effort to have an all-female crew because the cast is mostly men. So I was like, well,
right.
I gotta have a balance here. And so I don't know if I would do everybody as a woman again. But it was a good move, and I appreciate that comment. And
it was awesome. It was awesome.
So cool. Well, thank you so much for doing this and for playing Oliver. And
my pleasure.
I'm putting these up before the before I release the episodes on 10/10/2020 at 10 a.m., 11/11/12/12,
Beautiful.
10 days. Uh, and so this is hopefully to lead up, and I'm not going to leave them up too long because I rewrote it into a half hour.
Great.
And I want to, like, the scenes that we've done in this are in the half hour. So
oh, nice.
The idea is hopefully to get funded to do the whole thing. And I want to keep the cast and have everything, move forward. But there's more story going on in the new version. So
love it.
I'm excited.
Cheers to you, and well done for keeping things moving, man, in spite of all the craziness outside. Yeah.
Well, hopefully this craziness will be done soon. I don't know.
Fingers crossed.
Okay. Well, I don't want to keep you too long, and I've been sitting in front of my computer since
Oh yeah, no, I don't want to keep you.
crack of dawn, but
enjoy the rest of your evening. Great to see you, Mary. Thanks for having me.
Take care.
Cheers. Congrats. Bye.